So we worked on something from the back view, which ended up being the easiest thing, even though that was a pain in the butt too. Trying to straighten out step one. So this is the first one. You're trying to walk. Feels like you go to the right. That one still went a little bit left. So we did another one. This one here was a good one. And this is you thinking a few boards to the right. Okay, now I really don't want it going right. We want it going straight. And this is a good one. This one just kind of came right in front. So it still came left. We want it there. Perfect. Okay, very nice. Step three still kind of came in there, so we did actually another one, kind of focusing on step three a little bit. And this step three did not go as much left. Okay, and that's what's so good about having video, because what you feel and what you do is not always the same thing. Okay, muscles can really lie to you and trick you. Videos and mirrors can't. Okay, so much better than that. And it's never going to hurt to have cleaner lines of footwork. Okay, the more direction change, the harder to be consistent. Okay, part of what I think helped is even in your setup, we got your right foot a little bit more up and less behind. Okay, when you came in, it was more behind and then going around. Right there. Okay, which in effect made a bigger step. Very nice. Big difference. Okay, and then if we go on to step three, definitely came in a little bit more there. And then way more of an overfill is what we call that, is when that foot comes back over. Okay. This one, quite a bit less. We don't even see a gap between the feet there. Okay. So first work on those steps, and then if you're still overfilling, you would have to feel like your slide goes a hair left. That will probably clean itself up though. Okay. All right. Then we went to side view stuff, and we really worked on the feeling of a slower push rate that stayed almost, it felt like it stayed up above the waist longer. It didn't go up, it was just less down. I had my hand out there a couple times. We kind of went slowly over my hand. Um, that in itself made a difference in ball speed and how the ball was reacting, which is really why we're working on all this stuff. It's not just so you look differently, it's so the ball more does what you want it to do more consistently and get rid of the pull shots. I think you realized today you were pulling, being more aggressive with your upper body than you felt. Okay. So that's a pretty good one there with the push away. So the end of the step, center of the ball, not below the belt. That's good. If we pull up your original shot on the right, and we go to the end of step one, half a ball lower. Okay? And when the ball's in the swing sooner, you have to have quicker feet to catch up to timing. Okay? The step is a little bit bigger on the left, one, because the ball's not down as early, but two, it looks bigger just because it's straighter. On the right, you had more direction change, which actually made it longer. Okay, so not bad. Um, we did then work on trying to stay taller, which is really more hard than people think it is. Okay, because you felt you were just not getting down at all, and it's so funny because you did the same thing Haley did. You kind of came down, but then you came up at the end saying, "See, I'm taller." Okay, so we did another one, and this is probably the best one. We'll kind of go in slow motion toward the ending there. So that's good there. And even there, that was better. Remember, we did that little comparison of the original shot. You're several inches taller there. Still kind of coming down almost a little bit too much right there. Whenever that knee gets kind of below the heel, you're flirting with being a little bit too low there. And then you're in your own way of having freeness coming through the shot. And I think some of those ones, it's not that you're dropping them so much as you're hitting the ground. Okay. And that's you thinking like you have no bend at all. Okay. Right. Right. Correct. Yep, exactly. You're a knuckle dragon. Yeah, I think those drills are good for that. And that's probably why it felt so weird in the drilling. Like, what am I doing up here? So we did some of those drills. This is one here. This is the first one in the no step, and this is great because there's no timing. This is really a very isolation exercise to convince your upper body to not pull, to just do nothing. The goal is ease that ball out and do nothing. You swing from the shoulder, you don't swing with your body. Now this is the first one. There was more body motion coming through the shot, right there. And whenever I see that, that's you want to make power. Okay. We kind of talked about how imagine that like there's a metal rod sticking out of your shoulder, your arm is attached with a hole, it just swings out loosely from the shoulder. If you're swinging just from the shoulder or from the body, your body doesn't move. It's right there. That's where you want to. You're like, I'm going to strike. That motion there is what you want to get more quiet. But that's just a result of you wanting to pull, which is why your ball speed was almost 19 miles an hour when you came in today. So we did some more, and this is much better, a lot quieter. Okay, so that's a good little drill for you. And even there, if I go in slow motion, there's more effort than there should be. That's good. That's good. Right there. Okay, that you want to make power still. Okay, and then we went to the one step, which is way harder. Okay, and you felt pretty immediately how hard you were pulling. Okay. Yep. Thanks. Now this one here, can open that. Yeah. Now this one here, you fell off balance because you pulled hard. And a lot of people think, oh, I stuck. No, you pulled so hard you throw yourself off balance. Okay, but that again, it just magnifies. These drills magnify what you're feeling. Okay, so we did one more. This one was way better. I said even lazier. There you go. Okay, much nicer. Okay, I did not record the first few. Exactly. Okay, and obviously this requires more timing than no step. Okay, but again, all these drills are just ways to teach your body. I want you to do it this way. Okay, your muscles will do what you tell them to do, but they don't know how to do it. Just like, let's say, with your new job, hopefully they'll give you some training to tell you, I want you to do this way. This is how you do it. Imagine they hire you, they give you no training, and then a month later they complain that you're not doing a good job. Well, it's not your fault. They didn't train you. Your muscles don't know how to do this stuff. It's your job to train them. I want you to do it this way. We know what they want to do. But your muscles should do what you tell them. You should not have to do what your muscles tell you. So when you start your job, if your boss says, I want you to do this way, you say, okay, I'll do it that way. Don't say, you know what, I know how you want me to do it, but, I'd rather and prefer to do it this way. You probably wouldn't have that job very long. Okay. So way, way better. Then we went back to full approach. And same kind of thought on this. I said, I want you to feel like it's a slower push that stays up a little bit longer, but the main focus is being more relaxed and fluid coming through the shot, less pulling, less muscled. Okay, very smooth. Okay, correct. Okay, that we got your ball speed down to the upper 17 range compared to upper 18, and the follow through got more fluid, went up and down. Okay, so there's a big difference between being too forceful and slow and careful, which we don't want slow and careful. We're going for less forceful, but being more relaxed. Okay, the ball's gonna read the lane differently. The last thing we worked on was kind of having a mental picture of what kind of shape do you want the ball to make, and just like just visualize like, okay, I'm going to do this in my approach, but to make that ball shape the way I want it to shape. Okay, and I think that's a good mental image for you because your body's smart enough to know. Well, if I yank it through hard, it won't have that shape. It's going to be the high hard one. Okay, and on some shots, if you have a lot of hold and a lot of dry to the right, you can do the high hard one, get away with it. On a lot of shots, you can't do that. Okay, so that's way smoother than when you came in. Watch again when you came in. And now this one doesn't look as good. When you came in, this one didn't look bad. Look at how like abrupt the follow through. Even the push rate looks quick now. Correct. Yep. That's going to help with entry angle. Going to help with pin carry. No more 5 pins. Okay. All right. Very good. Excellent. Everything makes sense? Good. The release, I wouldn't even worry about that. I work on this stuff first and see what happens. Sometimes when you pull, you get on the top of the ball. It's almost like a whip effect where, if your arm goes up and down fluidly, your wrist doesn't bend back, but if you pull, your wrist bends back. Okay, kind of like a rope. If you go up and down slowly, it doesn't change shape. If you kind of whip it, the end of the rope flips back. That's kind of what happens with your hand, I think. All right.